Good morning, everyone. Oh man, I'm tired this morning. My son was up all night last night, didn't get too much sleep. Only probably 4 or 5 hours of sleep last night, so I'm running on empty this morning. But I'm up nevertheless, ready to trade. Alright, so I'm watching PRPO. It's gapping up from 54 cents all the way to 63 cents. We'll see how it acts at that 65 cent level. TNDM is a small gap up as well from 450. Gonna watch it around that 450 level. That's where it closed yesterday. That should be a significant support and resistance line, so gonna keep an eye on it. Watching BIOC. This one had a pretty strong push up this morning, all the way from its 31 cent, or basically a little bit under 32 cent close, all the way to 47 cents before coming all the way back down to 37. Keeping an eye on RH. It's a little bit more expensive of a stock, but it's gapping up about $10 overnight. And its low of after hours and pre-market was at 64, and so it's about $20 over the low. And so going to keep an eye on that one, maybe for a potential short down to that $75 level. Watching a few other ones. Let's see, keeping an eye on LU, another more expensive stock at $84 now, gapping up from 78. ANW has been moving some. It's at 250 now, went up to 285. We'll see how it acts. INPX at 127 now, closed at 124. See if that one can push back up. Maybe watching this one for a short as well. We'll see how it acts. KTOS gapping up some from 955. It's at 986. Gonna watch that one for sure as well. EDGE, huge gap down. Looks like a possible maybe acquisition or also a reverse split. Maybe we'll have to see what this one does. I'll have to look up to see what the catalyst is for that one. There's a few other ones. TOPS gapping up some from 252 all the way to 269. This one's been on a pretty big move the last few days. It had a split a few days ago from 20 cents. Now it's at 270, so going to keep an eye on TOPS for sure. And yeah, there's a few other ones I'm watching. Not the best volume this morning in the market, really, so hopefully we get a little bit more movers before the open. Good morning, Marty, D. Evan, Tiny, Burr, Nakia, Alba. What's up, everyone? BOIC had an earnings report today. Yeah, it must have been good because it gapped up a decent amount. I doubt I can trade it, but we'll see. We'll see if I can trade any of these. Alright, so I can trade TNDM, can't trade tops. I know I can't trade BIOC. LU for these more expensive stocks. I can. RH, I can. RSPP, I can. INPX, I cannot. ANW, I cannot. KTOS, I can. And EDGE, I can. So about half, maybe a little bit less than half, I can trade on TradeNet. Gonna watch TOPS on Robinhood. You can see it's getting a nice volume spike. It's up to 275 now. What's up, JB and Salty? Yeah, it's been a pretty good week so far. Yesterday I had a pretty decent profitable day considering my options trade. My first options trade got in for a nice $17 profit plus a really tiny gain on TradeNet. The day before I had two profitable trades on TradeNet, one on the SPY and another overextended short on GERN. And so the last 2 days have been pretty decent. Friday was a good day as well. So far I've had my last losing day was on Wednesday, and so Thursday of last week was a profitable day. Friday I had two profitable trades. Monday was profitable, and then yesterday was profitable. And so I'm on a 4-day profit streak. Haven't had a losing day in 4 days, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully I can keep that going. NVCN has an earnings report. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's moving a little bit. I'll keep an eye on it. It's not gapping up too much, but I mean, it's cheap enough for me to get in with a significant share size, try to make some money on U stock maybe. Nice, Tiny. That's awesome, man. So I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat, and then I'm going to look up to see what the catalyst is for some of these. A little bit larger watch list just because there's not that many big movers. Whew, but man, I'm tired, guys. Long night last night, man. Alright, so let's look to see. Oh yeah, I'm holding a super tiny options trade on LABD. You know, I've got a month to see if LABD will go up to... Actually, no, I have 1 day to see if LABD will go up to 410. I'll probably try to sell it a little bit early if it pushes up some for a small profit, though, and just take my gains from it. And so we'll see what happens with it. I'm just trying to mess around and fool with options. I actually think that was a bad option to buy, but oh well. Alright, so I just got an alert that said MICT is having its earnings call right now. We'll see what happens with it. So let's look up to see what some of these catalysts are today. All right, let me go. I'm a little bit behind on the chat, so I'm checking it now. LeBron took a loss last night. Yeah, I like LeBron, man. I mean, I'm a 90s kid. I grew up in the 90s. I was born in the 80s, and so I'm more of a Jordan fan, but you know, LeBron's a good player, man. You got your flexible chart set up, Tiny. Good, good, man. Hopefully today will be a profitable day as well, Tiny. I'm on a 4-day profit streak, and so hopefully I can keep it going. What's up, Seven? Good morning, man. For True Time, I'm the new kid here. Just found you yesterday. Watch your vid from yesterday, and everyone seems so nice. So I wanted to hang out and learn and share. Good morning, for True Time. Welcome, man. Welcome. Appreciate the appreciate you coming by, man. TEUM had less than expected earnings. Burham, you're thinking about getting TradeNet? Yeah, I mean, like I said, TradeNet is a decent broker. The commissions are pretty cheap. The biggest problem is that a lot of these stocks that I want to trade aren't tradable. So like I can check to see which ones are tradable in TradeNet. And PRPO, if I look here, it's not tradable. TNDM is tradable, so that's one. BIOC is not. And so especially stocks under $1, really stocks under $2 are rarely tradable. And so that's the biggest flaw with TradeNet. I just got the intro package, which is the cheapest one. It was $500, and with that I got the 14,000 in buying power. And so far I like TradeNet. Biggest flaw is a lot of these penny stocks aren't tradable, but if you can get around that, I think it's a decent broker, you know. Yeah, I think LeBron's probably a little bit better too, man. You know, I can't hate on him, even though I grew up in the '90s, and so I'm a big Jordan fan. I can't really hate on LeBron. All right, so let's look up to see what some of these catalysts are for these stocks that are moving. First one we're going to check out is PRPO. All right, so PRPO filed a patent for non-invasive cell capture device for gynecological, I don't know why I couldn't pronounce that, cancer detection. And so good news, filed a patent on PRPO, so that's pretty good news. Let's check out TNDM. All right, so TNDM raised to outperform for market perform. So basically, an analyst said they think it's going to do well. A lot of analysts have rated TNDM as a buy, and so thus you can see it's gapping up some. That's why it's moving. Let's look at RH, which is Restoration Hardware. Alright, so RH jumped more than 14% late Tuesday after the home goods company, formerly known as Restoration Hardware, reported fourth quarter earnings above Wall Street expectations and forecast better profits in the first quarter. RH said it earned $261,000 or 1 cent per share compared with $9.4 million or 23 cents a share in the year ago period. Adjusted for one-time items, RH earned $43.3 million or 1.69 a share in the quarter compared with $28 million or 68 cents a share a year ago. Sales rose 14% to $670 million from $587 million a year ago. Analysts polled by FactSet had expected adjusted earnings of 1.56 a share on sales of $672 million. So good earnings, good revenue and earnings for RH. So pretty good news. Still a little bit short biased with it since it's up, over 10%. All right, so BIOC and Thermo Fisher Scientific enter into technology and commercial collaboration. So a decent collaboration with BIOC. That is why it is up. All right, now let's look at LULU. Gapping up a big amount as well. Alright, so similar to RH, LULU was raised as a buy and labeled as an outperform. The analysts think it's going to do well, and so that's why LULU is up. There's got to be some other type of catalyst for this, though. There's so many news releases. Yeah, so the reason that happening is because they say it's on track to beat analyst forecasts after a strong fourth quarter. And so pretty good news for LULU. Looking at RSPP. Looks like some type of acquisition. Yeah, it is an acquisition. So Cocho Resources Inc. to acquire RSP Permian Inc. in an all-stock transaction. So it is an acquisition. for RSPP. Might not move too much now since it is an acquisition. Let's look at INPX now. Keep an eye on this one. This one doesn't really have a news release. And I mean, it's not gapping up much. It's moving some, but not moving too much. All right, let's look at A&W now. All right, so A&W announced expiration of share purchase agreement. Aegean Marine Petroleum Network today announced that the contractual deadline for obtaining all necessary approvals for the company's previously announced share purchase agreement with the shareholders of HEC Europe Limited has not been waived. That was a long sentence. And accordingly, that agreement between Aegean and the HEC shareholders has terminated in accordance with its terms. And so they got out of that, which I guess is good news for them. Watching KTOS here, you can see it's gapping up from 955. It is at 990. Gonna see why it's doing this. Not really any news on KTOS. Maybe look at this one for potential short. Since there's not really any news release on it, I'm going to keep an eye on a short for KTOS. And EDGE looks like an acquisition. Let's check it out and see what's really going on with it. Alright, so maybe not. It says Edge Therapeutics says Data Monitoring Committee recommends discontinuation of ASAH treatment study. Edge Therapeutics reported Wednesday that the Independent Data Monitoring Committee recommended that the company's Phase 3 Newton 2 study of EG 1962 in adults with aneurysmal subarachnoid hemorrhage be stopped based on its conclusion that the study has a low probability of meeting its primary endpoint. And so that's pretty bad news for that stock. Basically they didn't think that the drug was going to do what they're intentionally hoping it to do, basically, and so they discontinued the study. They didn't think it would meet that demand for what they're looking for, and you can see this thing dropped all the way down from the 1550s to $2. Got as low as 190, so that's a pretty significant drop. I mean, I'm going to watch it for a potential rebound, but I'm going to be really, really careful just because that's pretty bad news for EDGE. You just found out about U-Stock trade 4-time. Yeah, it's pretty good. The biggest problem is that sometimes they'll label stocks limited liquidity, and that's a pain. It's really tough to get into it. If you watched the stream from yesterday, I was trying to get into, I believe, AYTU. And unfortunately, U-Stock had labeled it limited liquidity. I tried to get in with a limit order and just was not filled. And so it was a pain. It ended up pushing up a decent amount after that, and I missed out on a little bit of profits. And so that's the biggest flaw of U-Stock. Aside from that, as long as it's not labeled limited liquidity, their fills are usually pretty decent. As long as you're using a market order, limit orders are kind of sketchy on there. But yeah, I like U-Stock. I think it's a good option for new traders. Cheap, $1 trades. No pattern day trading rule, so you can get around it that way. And fast deposits, fast withdrawals. I've withdrawn my amount a bunch of times, my account, some of my account a bunch of times, and they always give me my money within like a day. It'll be into my bank account, and so really quick withdrawal process with U-Stock. They're regulated in the U.S. since they're a peer-to-peer broker, and so pretty decent, Let's see. BIOC looks okay. I mean, it went up to 47 and then came all the way back down to almost break even. Not really, but almost break even. But I'm still going to watch it to see if it rebounds after that big drop, to see if it tries to come back up there and test 40 cents, maybe, hopefully 50 cents. We'll see. Gotta watch it. It could easily go the other way and drop though, so gotta keep an eye on it. Lewis, any long ideas? I'm gonna be watching T and DM over this 480 level. And I mean, I'm always going to be watching for washout long setups. So I'm going to be watching for the stock to drop at the open and then break over the high of that first or second candle and start to push up. You know, I don't know what stock's going to do it, but that's what I'm ultimately going to be watching for. BPMX is a rinse and repeat stock this week. Let's check it out. It didn't really do much yesterday. Had a very narrow range. Only moved about 1 penny yesterday, so I don't know. It's just not as volatile as I really look for. What's up? Good morning, outsiders. Yeah, Dog is our sports, you know, he updates us on what's going on in the sports world. Let me know if you guys see anything else. I'm trying to look at overextended gappers, but there's not too many, especially with this market. You can see the SPY today. SPY dropped pretty big yesterday, and so it's been really choppy the last few days. It'll push up, it'll push down, and so it gave up that entire gain it had from the day before. Let's see. I don't know why it keeps showing this. Let me fix this. There we go. Looking for my 1 year, 1 day one. There it is. So yeah, you can see it came all the way back down. Watching it closely under this 258 point. 257, 258 area on the SPY. If it breaks under that, I may short it again. Yeah, I don't know why my subscriber count isn't showing up today. For new subscribers, I'll have to mess with that later. I look at LHO. This might be a good short. LHO. So if you're a new subscriber, welcome, guys. I can't see it for some reason today. I don't know, for some reason it's just not working right now. Let me try logging in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my Nightbot showing me new subscribers and stuff like that. Oh well. KBSF and CLWT. Yeah, I kind of like KBSF. Yeah, I do like CLWT as well. I missed this one. Good call. Missed it. Good morning, Track. What's up, man? Yeah, A and W's on my watch list already. It's on my other monitor. I'm keeping an eye on it for sure. All right. So we got about 10 minutes until the open. So yeah, we'll see what BIOC can do here. Also, I noticed well, my Nightbot's working. Yeah, CLWT pushed up nicely. I really wish I could short it. Good morning, Anik. AMPE is popping up. Yeah, we'll see what this one can do, you know. Going to be watching CLWT here over 365 for that pre-market high break. See if that thing can run a little bit at the open. Watching for that. Watching LHO here. I'm going to look up to see what the catalyst is for LHO. Yeah, I'll be out of town on Friday, actually. I'm actually leaving tomorrow. I still should be able to stream in the morning, though. But I'm actually leaving tomorrow for the holidays coming up. Alright, so LHO, basically what happened is they released a letter, or Pebblebrook Hotel releases letter to LaSalle Hotel Properties proposing a merger. And so a proposed merger on LHO. Still going to watch it for a potential short, see if it could drop down under that $28 level and make a little bit of money going down on that one. We'll see what happens. What's up, KS? Good morning, man. Good morning, Power Zone. What's up, guys? So we got a few more moving after this market. We'll see what happens now. So one of my biggest watches is now CLWT. I really like how it's sitting just under that pre-market high. Gonna see if it can break that pre-market high and run some. Gonna try to give it that chance to do that. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds until the open. Sorry, I was focusing on something else here. 30 seconds until the open, guys. Good luck, everyone. I hope we can all make some money this morning. I'll just mess with all this other stuff later. All right, here's the open coming up. All right, there's the open, guys. All right, T and DM pushing up some. T and DM testing that area, pre-market high area. All right, so I'm in T and DM with 50 shares. It broke the pre-market high. It's dropping down pretty quick though. Don't really like it now. A little bit worried it's going to continue breaking. Yeah, there's a big drop. Not what I wanted to see. Yeah, I'm out. $10 loss. Super frustrating. Tried to get in for the pre-market high break and this thing just crashed. And so I guess it happens, but frustrating. Actually looks like a good short now. It's you can see this thing's dropping huge though. Glad I got out when I did. But man, that's frustrating. Biggest thing, I can't try to win back my losses now. I have to just take it slow. It's the first significant loss I've taken in 4 days, and so I'll be alright, basically. Let's see what else is moving. KTOS, possibly moving. Yeah, KTOS is spiking up here. Watching LHO, I was originally looking at this one for a potential short. But this one's breaking over. Had a nice washout long setup so far. Don't really necessarily trust it too much. RH is pushing up huge. CLWT didn't end up doing anything. Look at RH's move. Man, this thing's continuing to push. BIOC's not really going anywhere. KTOS had a nice move. Let's look at the SPY. See what the SPY's doing. SPY's pushing up. Nicely rebounding some from that huge drop. Alright, so my next kind of trade idea that I'm watching for is the low of the day break on LHO. And look at KTOS here. This thing's on a huge run for KTOS. Yeah, that's what I'm watching for LHO as well. IBIO or EBIO. IBIO. Yeah, no worries, guys. It's okay. I mean, losses are going to happen. Any trader that never claims to take losses is either lying or, he's paper trading, Any trader that never takes losses is just, honestly, he's just basically lying to you. And so losses are going to happen. And I think I started to use a little bit too big of sizing with TNDM and jumped in with 50 shares when this thing was pretty volatile this morning. I wasn't expecting it to move this crazy though. And so for this thing to bounce from 490 to 460 in a minute, I was just unlucky, which is going to happen, All right, watching LHO pretty closely here though. I've looked at it. I'm going to jump in with 20 shares. Hopefully get a nice move down. Let it bounce some, see if it drops. Yeah, it's been a slow morning for the most part though. Not too much moving like I really want it to. TOPS and GERN. Yeah, GERN is dropping. Man, I should have held my put option on this one. Would have been a nice play. Still kind of patiently waiting for LHO. That's kind of the setup I'm watching for. Yeah, tops broke out nicely. It's having a pretty big drop now, though. All right, so LHO is rebounding really nicely. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta run go grab something really quick. I want to see LHO get rejected at this $0.50 area, though. So we'll see what happens. That's kind of what I want. Don't know if it's going to do it. It looks to be rebounding nicely. And aside from that, I don't see too much else I like. But I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Now, like I said, what I'm really watching for is this drop under the low of the day for LHO. Don't know if it's necessarily going to do it, but that's what I'm looking at. Good morning, Taylor. LFIN. Maybe. I also might like T and DM, although this thing has kind of bitten me once today if it breaks under this low down here. We'll see. So I'm holding an LABD call and it's moving up nicely. Oh no. I put a put on LABD. I didn't want to put on this one. I forgot I accidentally entered that yesterday and I forgot to cancel it. That's rough, man. Alright, so there goes LHO breaking over the high of the day. So I actually have a long and I have a call and a put on LABD. I'm gonna have to cancel one of those. Right, so if you buy and then sell and then buy again, that's technically 1.5 trades. You would have to sell again for the second one to count as a day trade. Alright, so I'm watching RH here. See if it can break under that low. This thing's pretty extended. I'm gonna watch it under this short, low level here. See if I can get in going short. Also watching T and DM here. See if it can break under that low as well. CLWT. I stopped watching it. Yeah, CLWT did push up. Had a nice little washout long on CLWT. Oh, it's not tradable. I could trade it on Robinhood. Although it's moving a little crazy. And I think it might actually get rejected at that $0.50 level. Right, but you would have to hold that second trade overnight for it to not count as a day trade. So like if I buy a stock today and then sell it tomorrow, that's not a day trade. That is a swing trade, and so it doesn't count as a day trade for me. I hate it when it does this. Alright, so I'm in CLWT here with 30 shares. Beautiful push up. Let's see if I can get rid of it here. Kind of missed the move on it, but really nice push so far. Went all the way up to 4. Alright, so I got out for a $7 profit on CLWT. Really quick scalp, but I'll take it for sure. Got in right before that big move, and so that takes my losses down. Got out right before it made this drop. It eventually dropped down to 350, so nice $7 gain on CLWT on Robinhood. I'll take it. Aside from that, I don't see too much else I can trade. And so I'm probably down $6 now after that gain on CLWT, that quick gain on Robinhood. But man, I jumped in. That was a good pre-market high break if you see that. I got in at 365, rode it up to about 390, 385, 390. So 25 cent gain on CLWT. I don't see too much else I really like right now. Kind of taking it slow here. CLWT starting to push up again. It's at 385. Kind of seems like possibly a chat room pump on CLWT, like some type of chat room pump. So just be careful with it. PTCT washing. But yeah, the other day I was holding a put on GERN for 450, and I would have made a really big gain on it if I would have just waited and opted to buy back the shares at 450. Would have been a really nice gain. I don't see too much else I really like right now. Not too much moving. Kind of a slow day so far. So CLWT, the value was, you could see, aside from the washout long, so aside from this high of the day break right here, I got in at the pre-market high. So it broke the pre-market high, and you could see right when it broke it exactly on the dot. Like I can draw a line right here. Exactly parallel with this big volume spike was when it broke this pre-market high right here. And so I got in, rode it up to 385. I might have gotten in a little bit early before the pre-market high break. And so it was a pre-market high break is what it was. The first setup I saw was this washout long. So I saw it dip some at the open and then break the high of the day and then break the pre-market high. So yeah, I'm not saying Ross is pumping up stocks. I'm just saying it might be a chat room pump, you know, but who knows? Ross is a good trader. I'm not hating on him, you know. BIOC, you're holding a few shares of it. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's just not moving too much. See if it can rebound and start heading back up. Aside from that, I don't see too much else I really like. T and DM, I think I'm just going to stay away from it. It's been pretty unpredictable this morning. Not really following anything. You can see it had this big push, broke the low of the day, bounced again, broke the low of the day again, bounced again. And so T and DM's just not doing, it's just not, you know, it just doesn't seem reliable right now, if that makes sense. Maybe if it breaks 450 and breaks under that and continues to drop, I'll consider it. But as for now, T and DM just seems a little unreliable. See you, Tiny. See you tomorrow, man. KTOS trying to possibly head back up and break the high of the day. So after commissions, I am down. See, I made about 750, 750. I'm down about $5 on the day. So not a bad loss. Wish my loss could have been a little bit smaller on TradeNet since my winning trade was on Robinhood, but my total profit and loss is only -5 right now. TXMD. Yeah, TXMD's trying to break the high of the day here. This is the problem I have with Thinkorswim. Like, look at the charts. Like, it doesn't show me the high. Like, that's the dumb part about Thinkorswim. It doesn't quite reach there. Yeah, LHO getting up to that $29 level. All right, so LHO trying to break that high of the day again at 29. AYTU trying. ITUS. Yeah, ITUS, I like this spike here. No volume with it though. Very low volume. What do I think about CPTA? CPTA just doesn't have any volume right now. It's not moving at all. Maybe time for a bounce on the daily at 750, but it's just not moving at all right now. Appreciate it. Cool. I'll check that out. I'll try to do that after this. That makes sense, though. I probably should do that. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I feel you, dog. Low volume everywhere, man. Good morning, Atheon. What's up, man? Yeah, the volume's pretty low this morning, guys. Not too much moving. We're just a really choppy market. MGNX maybe trying to push, but the volume's just pretty non-existent right now. PAR getting a little bit of volume spike here. PAR. Very small range though for a little bit more expensive of a stock. Let's see what the SPY's doing. Haven't checked on it in a little bit. Yeah, the SPY's choppy. You can see how choppy the SPY is. Yeah, SPY's just going sideways. And I don't see too much else I like, guys. There's just not really much moving. BKE. BB bouncing some, although it still has a small range relative to the price of the stock. OSTK's been washing out this morning. PRPO. Yeah, no volume. TEUM. Same kind of choppy. Yeah, this is the SPY actually does this a lot. Redhead. The SPY does this quite a bit with this choppy action. Just goes sideways. This last week was a little bit crazy with it, but a lot of the times the SPY will just get in a little bit of a channel and just keep bouncing back. You can see LHO breaking the high at 29, not quite breaking it yet. The high is at about 29.10, but it's breaking over. It's trying now. LHO, there's the high break. Up to 29.14 on LHO. 29.24 at its high now. And CLWT is getting some volume here. You can see it's up to 389 now. Trying to push. What is going on with my phone? I think this is Robinhood announcing earnings. Alright, I gotta turn that off. Alright, so CLWT pushing up around that high of the day right now. It's at 395. We'll see if it can break and move. See ya, Anik. Appreciate watching, man. Alright, so there goes CLWT breaking the high of the day, breaking over the whole $1.04. Up to 410 on CLWT, getting some nice volume in there. TXMD, there's the SPY high of the day break. I guess I could jump in here with 20 shares or something small on the SPY. Appreciate it, D. Evan. Yeah, I'm going to rest as soon as the stream's over, man. Didn't get much sleep last night. And one thing I've noticed, and this is, you know, I think this is really important, is that the last losing day I had was on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, my daughter has choir at 6 in the morning. And so I have to wake up really, really early on Wednesdays. And I don't get as much sleep as I usually do. And so I think my trading kind of reflects the lack of sleep I get. And so, like I said, my last losing day was on Wednesday of last week. So a week ago was the last time I had a losing trade, or a losing day, I should say. Thursday of last week, I had a profitable day. Friday, I had 2 profitable trades. Monday was a profitable day. Yesterday was a profitable day. And then Wednesday again, when I wake up super early to bring for my daughter to get up for choir, you know, I get less sleep and I have more losing trades on Wednesday than any other day in the market. Wednesdays are always my losing days. And so, you know, it either has something to do with the way the market acts on Wednesday or my lack of sleep. Probably a little bit of both. And so I definitely need to take that into consideration. Because, like, aside from that, I'm a profitable trader, you know. Like, I've been profitable every other day aside from Wednesday in the last 2 weeks. You know, at least on TradeNet, I've had profitable days every other day but Wednesday. And so, hopefully, if I try to be a little bit more selective on Wednesdays, that'll kind of fix my losing days, you know. Big drop on CLWT. Watching LABD here for maybe a low of the day break. I'm holding a long, basically a call and a put on LABD on Robinhood on accident. I didn't actually mean to buy the put, but if it continues to head down, the put's a lot bigger in size than the call I have. And so hopefully LABD breaks this low. I'm going to go ahead and sell the call I have on it. No, 6 a.m. isn't really early. The problem with last night is that my son woke up over and over again in the middle of the night, and so I had to get up and deal with him over and over and over again. And so it kind of disrupted my sleep. Alright, so aside from that, I'm not seeing too much I really like right now in the market. CLWT dropping. Looks like everything's lagging a little bit on Thinkorswim. Oh, no, you're good, Matt. No worries, man. No worries, bro. Yeah, the market's really slow right now, guys. Honestly, just not much moving right now. Really slow. Alright guys, so nothing's really moving right now. The market's really slow right now, so I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down. Not too much moving, guys. Basically a break-even day. I'm up, or I'm down $5 on the day. So a tiny loss. First loss since Wednesday, so kind of tough to deal with, but losing days are going to happen, and I'm just happy I was able to go all the way from last Wednesday to today with profitable days up until today. So not too bad. Glad I had that nice trade on CLWT to bounce back some from that loss. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and everybody do me a favor and click the like button right now on this video if you appreciate the support and appreciate me watching me day trade live every weekday morning. Click the like button right now to show your support, and I definitely appreciate it, guys. But yeah, market's pretty slow. Hopefully we'll get some more volume in the market tomorrow. I'm going out of town, but remember guys, the market is closed on Friday, and so I should be able to stream a little bit tomorrow morning before I leave to head out. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Hopefully the volume picks up some, and hopefully the SPY continues to push up, and we have a little bit of a rebound on the SPY after some choppiness. But anyways, guys, good luck. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.